Hey guys, me Dave. It's 9/24/2020, Thursday night. Tomorrow's Friday, thank God. I really don't enjoy the weekends, to be honest with you. I don't know. There's nothing to do. It's I like to be out there keeping busy and all this stuff, finding things to do. But sometimes I end up sitting around on the weekends watching TV or whatever, which I don't enjoy doing. you know. So there's my little rant about the weekends. Anyway, not much going on. I got hit a little bit ago. A couple hours ago I got hit. I was looking up some stuff, some vehicles on the internet, and I guess they decided to punish me a little bit because I was looking up vehicles. So they thought, they thought, well, let's punish them a little bit, and they hit me a little bit with microwaves and stuff. And I was talking back to them. I talk back to these guys. I tell them exactly what I think and all this stuff. Um, it's just something I do. I get upset. I don't think they have a right to do this to me, especially when I'm in my own house, doing nothing, bothering nobody, and I'm not breaking the law. And you got a bunch of psychos torturing you for absolutely no reason. Because what, you're looking up vehicles on Craigslist? So anyway, that brings me to another point. My van is falling apart, you guys. It's falling apart. My last night I went for a ride through town and stuff, and I got back and I'm like, what? My van sounds a little louder. I looked underneath there, and my muffler is sitting there almost hanging on the ground. I'm like, oh my gosh. My van's falling apart. It needs front end work. It needs shocks. It needs a muffler now, like a whole new muffler system. It needs front tires. It needs rear brakes. I'm not ready to put all that kind of money into that van. I bought the van for $1,000. It's like I'm not quite ready to dump a bunch of money into that van. Um, so I went to one of the car lots online. This was just about 20 minutes ago. I thought for the heck of it, I have decent credit. My credit's up there, decent. It's pretty decent. So I thought, well, there's a car on there for $4,000. It was an SUV, 4-wheel drive and all this stuff. So, it was $4,000. It didn't look too bad. Didn't have, it wasn't too bad. So I thought, well, instant credit approval. So, I thought, what the heck? I'll fill out the application for the heck of it, and see if I get approved. My payment would probably be $100 a month, for 3 years. So I did that, but it didn't give me instant credit approval. So I don't know. I have to wait and see what happens. I suppose these guys would be calling you and trying to sell you you know what I mean? I hate dealing with these sales guys and all this stuff. They call you 20 times a day and, oh, we'll get you in a vehicle and, do you have money down and all this stuff, and which I don't have any money down, or anything. So, so I just did it just to do it, just to see if I get approved. My credit is really good, except I have one thing on my credit, and that is I went to the dentist a couple years ago, and my mom used to work for the dentist where I went. She's retired and stuff now, but so it's our dentist. He knows my family and everything else. So I went there, got my tooth fixed and all this stuff. It was a root canal, or whatever, and so something real weird happened. My dentist was involved in my program. He was validating. He'd do this to validate their technology and all this stuff. Hit my face. Do this, rub his hand across my face. Every time they'd validate, their technology, he would do that. So they were hitting me really hard the last time I was there. Okay, so anyway, some really weird happened. I went to the dentist, and a couple months later, he's retiring out of the blue. Like a month later, I'm gonna shut everything down and retire. We're thinking, what? He's not even 70. What? He's retiring, kind of after I've been there. So I don't know what the deal with that was. So the stupid girl, which she knows my mom, she hangs out with my mom every now and then and all this stuff on Facebook and you know what I mean and all this stuff. Well, she said, I was making payments. I was making $50 a month payments on what my insurance didn't cover, and stuff. So she after he retired, she sent my thing to collection. And I was making payments on it. So I owe like $200 on my dental bill still because I haven't had an extra $200, so I haven't paid it off. It's been a couple years. So it shows up on my credit. So, I don't know how much that affects you if you're trying to get approved for a loan or whatever, auto loan or whatever, but maybe I won't get this loan or whatever. I don't know. I just kind of did it just to see, but so I have that on my credit. I have to pay that off. It's like $200. So then they did the same thing to my mother. She went there to have something fixed. Right around the same time I went there. And after he retired, they sent it to collection. And she's like, well, why did you send it to collection? We're paying on the bill. And then the girl's like, well, he wants everything paid up, and so we sent them all to collection. So, everyone, their dental bill went to collection, so, F's up your credit, and stuff. I still have a decent credit score. It's like, I don't know, 650 or something like that. It's not too bad, but I have this, it shows up on my credit, and stuff, and which I have to pay. It's like $200. So I don't know if I'll get approved for a car. Really, it's I'm trying to get through with the van, but my van's falling apart. I mean, the exhaust, the rear brakes, the front end, shocks, ball joint, exhaust. It's just I'm not ready to throw over $1,000 into that van. If I could buy something else, if I could buy something else, that's what I would do. And maybe sell the van for $800. So for if somebody wanted to fix it up or something. But I don't have the money to throw $1,000 into that van. It'll probably over $1,000 into the van. It's like I don't want to do that. So I'll either drive it till it drops and call up the junkyard. Hey, come get it. Come get it. Or I'll try to sell it for $800 or something. I got like $1,500 into it. And stuff. So anyway, I'm sorry for rambling. It has nothing to do with targeting. I'm sorry about that. Targeting. They wouldn't let me sleep this morning. Last night, I've been up since 3:30 in the morning. They woke me up. They were making my feet itch. I counted the hours. They were making my feet itch for 10 and a half hours today. From 3:30 in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, when I thought, well, I gotta get up. They're not gonna let me sleep. I gotta get up, and check out my van and all this stuff. I had to tie the exhaust up and stuff, so it wasn't dragging on the ground and stuff, So that's kind of what I did, But I've been up. I've been pretty much up since 3:30 in the morning. They started with the feet itching, and they didn't stop. And then they hit me a couple hours ago because I don't know. I was looking up vehicles, and these guys are insecure and they're jealous. They're jealous of us, you guys. These guys are jealous. You know why they're jealous? Because we can go out there and get a good job. We can find a woman, We're better looking than these guys. These guys are grubby looking. They look like drug addicts and everything else. We're better looking than them. We can go out there and get a good job. Because we've had some kind of college. And we can move ahead in life if we want to. If they would let us live a good life, we could. But these guys are jealous of us. They want to put us down. They want to keep us down. They don't want us to have anything, and they're jealous if we get something, When I went to look at a truck a few years ago, I got tortured for 2 weeks after looking at this truck before somebody said, knock it off. If he wants to buy a car, let him buy a car. And they let me, whatever group it was, they let me build myself up. They let me get my car fixed. They let me buy my Mini Cooper and all this stuff. They let me kind of move ahead a little bit and feel good about myself and all this stuff. But these guys, the other group is like, oh, we want to keep you down. We're gonna torture the hell out of you. So you don't deserve to breathe. That's what they think. It's really unreal. But then you have another group that kind of says, knock it off, leave him alone. And if he wants to buy a car, let him buy a car. And stuff. So that's there's, like I said before, there's different groups that they're on a different page than each other and stuff. But. So that's been my experience anyway in this program. Other than that, there's not much going on. That's kind of what I'm going through. I'm kind of looking for another vehicle because my van, I don't know how much longer it's going to hold out. So we're going to be doing some tent camping next year. But I wanted to do some camping this winter, which I will take my van if I still have it, and it's still, getting around and stuff. But I want to do some camping this winter time. They do have cabins up there for $75 a night, so I could always rent one of those out during the winter time, and we could do that, me and Tanner, and stuff. So anyway, I'm kind of babbling. I'm sorry for that. Not much going on, you guys. I hope you guys are doing well out there. I really do care for TIs out there. I don't want to see anybody hurt. I don't want to see anybody tortured or in agony or anything. I wish they would give us a break, and stuff. But anyway, I suppose I'm going to cut this off, you guys. So hang in there, and I'll talk to you guys later.